All right, welcome back to another YouTube video. So in this video, I'll be basically going over my newest flagship indicator called the Legacy ProEdge. Okay, this is my newest indicator is releasing probably in the end of this month to the Legacy Prime plan. The link will be in my description for this. Okay, so basically going over the settings real quick. So I'm adding a couple of new updates. So I did rename this to Legacy ProEdge version 6. Just a reminder, if you do sign up with the Legacy Prime plan, this is not yet available, it is in beta testing mode. So if you do want access, you do have to send me a Discord message with your TradingView username, and I can give you access to beta test the rest of this month. Okay? All right. So I'll be basically going over all the new features I'll be adding in the new update, which will be releasing next week. So one of the new features I added is called the account mode presets. So you do have to select custom if you want to come up with your own custom settings, find different combinations or whatnot. Okay. All right. So the one I used is called M&Q 45-second balance. The reason why I call it balance is because you can use this either on your funded account or your eval account. And M&Q meaning you do have to be on M&Q, and 45 seconds you do have to be on the 45-second time frame. And these would be the results. Okay, that's basically what I used last week, or it's actually this week since it's still Friday. Uh, so that's what I use. And just FYI, if you do change anything, let's say, I don't know, let's say you did 6. Let's say I uncheck Asia session and London session. You see how nothing changes, right? So if you select a preset, nothing you do in the settings will change anything as long as a preset is selected. Okay, if you want to change any of the settings, you have to select custom. Okay, so the one I use is M&Q 45-second balance. So that's the one I use. So like I said, you have to be on M&Q and 45-second time frame. If you change this to 1 minute, this also changes too. If you change it to 2 minutes, that changes as well. So just that's why I name it the ticker plus the time frame. So that's the one I use. I also came up with the M&Q 45-second eval aggressive. And also I will release a PDF document explaining all the settings I have selected per preset, so you know exactly what was selected. Okay, and also FYI, 45 seconds, anything under 1 minute, you do need the TradingView premium plan for that. Okay, so I did came up with this eval for passing funded accounts, or eval accounts I meant, a lot faster. So these basically were the results. So if you go back last 7 days, so you can pass evals basically in under 1 week. You can also use it on a fund account too if you want to go really aggressive, but it's completely up to you. None of what I'm saying in this video is financial advice, just letting you know on that. Okay. So, and I also have a M&Q 1 minute version. If you do, if you don't have the premium plan, there is a 1 minute version that you can also use. And also another thing I would like to mention, if you do have settings that is really good, and let's say you pass eval accounts with it, you got really good payout from funded accounts with it, shoot me a DM. But you do have to send me your settings, and also you have to send me basically screenshots of your actual accounts, because I want to see if it was actually consistently profitable. Okay, And if it is, then I will add your settings as part of one of these presets. I'll name it the ticker and plus the time frame, and then I'll actually put your Discord name there to give you credit for that preset. So your Discord name will be listed here, but only if only if it's really good. Even though the settings in the P&L, like in the strategy report, is good, I want to see actual like data on your accounts. Because the best results is actually through forward testing, not really looking on what the strategy report says. So, and more presets will be added. If you have a really good preset for MGC, Gold, or for MES, then shoot me a DM. Send me your screenshots of your, of your results. Send me screenshots of your settings, and I will add it to your to one of these presets. But like I said, I mentioned multiple times, I want to see actual screenshots of your real account, like your fund accounts, like you got like your P&L calendar and stuff like that. Okay. So that's one new feature I basically added coming to next week's update. So the next one is I added a day filter option, so you can actually if you do disable this, it will trade every single day. So you can check this, and you can check whatever days you want to trade. Let's say Mondays, Tuesdays, and then you just want to avoid Friday. You can by all means do that. So that is that option for you. That's a new update. I'm not gonna go through all the features of this indicator because I think I did mention it in my last YouTube video. I think. So I'm only mentioning basically the new updates. So the next update I did added is a trailing stop loss feature, which you can choose either points, ticks, money, percentage, or pips. Obviously, I'm going to be using points, and start trailing after, let's say, 25 points. So meaning once it reaches 25 points from entry, it's going to start trailing. And the trailing distance, let's say 10 points. So let's say if it reaches 40 points and then pulls back 10 points, then you got a 30-point profit. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. So that's something new that was added. And I also added a news filter option as well. So you can enable this. And let's say news comes out, let's say Monday, 8:30 a.m. So it will not trade from 8:25 to 8:40. And you can also check this. So if you are in a trade, it's going to exit by 8:25 a.m. Okay, it's gonna flatten that position out. So that option is there. And then I also added a daily take profit limit and a daily stop loss limit. But I recommend doing this in the broker platform settings though, but you can always experiment with it. And then I also added a trend bias filter. So you got the VWAP filter, so it will only take longs if it's above VWAP, shorts if it's below the VWAP, so that's enabled. Macro trend filter, you can change that to 200, same logic. Above 200 buys, below 200 sell. You can change that if you want. And then I also have the enable higher time frame RSI alignment and the enable market structure. And then there's actually overlapping windows, which I don't really use, but it's there if you want to try it and experiment with it and see what about different combinations you can actually come up with, okay? So as of right now, that's all the new updates I'm having with the Legacy ProEdge. I did rename it to Legacy ProEdge version 6, and that update is coming out next weekend. I want to test this for 1 week and see if there are any bugs in it. But once you sign up for the Legacy Prime plan, like I said, this is not available on the Prime plan just yet until end of the month. So shoot me a DM on Discord. I can give you access. Just send me your TradingView username so you can beta test this. And this is a non-repainting indicator, so all the trades you see on the chart is 100% accurate, okay? And starting next month, I will be having an affiliate program with the Legacy Prime plan, so you can always sign up for. Okay, so let me actually go through my settings real quick. So I do have trading session, Asia session enabled. I only do 2 trades in Asia. And I also do London session. I usually stop at by 6:30. I only do 2 trades. I only do Asian London, 2 trades each, so 4 trades total. I don't trade New York, so I do avoid that because I see it taking a lot of losses always in New York session. Cool down, I keep it as 5 minutes. I keep this by default. I don't really use this. I keep this higher time frame, by default. I don't really use any of this either. I usually leave that on check. And then I keep this as points. Change this to 3 contracts, 25 points. And then I keep this at 50 points. And then 2 contracts right there. And then I keep this as points, and I do this as 45 points. Then I do this as 30 points for break even, and then as 5. And then you adjust your contract sizing at base quantity contract, okay? And then I do 45-second time frame. So let me just double check everything, and I do like to uncheck all this. Then keep that on check. Let's see, I don't use this. There you go. So that's basically the settings I use, and if you notice, it's the exact same as this, okay? See, it's the exact same. Those were my settings for the MQ 45-second ballots. But like I said, I will be sending a PDF document. It will be in the Discord. It will have basically the settings per preset, so you know what was selected for each preset. And I will also continue adding more once better one actually comes up, okay? So other than that, also I actually forgot to mention, let me show you actually live trades real quick. So this is basically what it looks like. So it basically took an entry right there, took 25 contracts off. Oh no, I'm at 3 contracts off at 25 points. But unfortunately, it never hit that TP2. So I reversed this back, broke even. So once you hit TP1, it becomes a risk-free trade. So that's like 150. Same thing, it went up to TP1, but obviously it didn't go to TP2. Almost did, but reverses. So I got like another 150 there. So that's like what, 300 something. So that was basically all that. Same thing, TP1. So that's like what, a little bit over 600. These were actual trades that my account took. If you go back to the previous day, so the previous day did somewhat okay. So this was TP1 hit, full TP on this one. This was actually a stop loss. Then TP1 hit, so this was still a positive for that day too. This one was actually huge run. This was a TP1 followed by a full take profit, another full take profit, and another full take profit. So it's like on a roll. So 3 consecutive full TPs hit there. So if you look back, let's say last 7 days. So it shows you 85%, profit factor 3.6, the last 30 days. So the last 30 days is still pretty good. I don't really do 90 days. The farther you go back, the less accurate it does actually become, unfortunately. I will only do last 7 days or last 30 days. But the best results does actually come from forward testing. Okay, so all the links will be in my description. You do have free access. Well, not really free access, but you can join my Discord community once you do sign up. I have almost 400 members there. But anyways, if you do like this video, be sure to drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and I do weekly uploads. And other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next week's YouTube video.